Hi Helen, how are you?
Fine, yeah, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It's lovely to see you. How was your holiday?
Yeah, it was really good, thanks. You know, it's just nice sometimes to get some sunshine, isn't it?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Have you got any other holidays planned this year?
Just a few days away, you know, at the end of the year. Nothing really planned though.
Oh, yeah, that's good. You've got another few days to look forward to. Okay, so it's just nice to have something to focus on. Okay, so you know I've invited you here today for your performance appraisal. Okay, so we're going to discuss how the last 12 months have been for you and what you would like to achieve in the next 12 months.
Okay, I've made some notes here about my performance.
Okay, perfect. I can see you've prepared really well for the conversation. That's really good to see. There's water there as well if you need it.
Thank you.
Okay, so how are you feeling about your performance appraisal?
Really nervous.
Okay, so what's making you nervous? Talk to me about that.
I mean, I always get really nervous discussing, you know, my performance, and like I just know that the grievance will come up.
Okay, well we'll come back to the grievance issue in a moment. Okay, so there's no need for you to be nervous. Okay, this is just a chat between you and I so that we can have a look at your performance and decide on any plans we need to put in place and how we can work together to achieve them. Okay, it's a natural feeling, but it's just it's a conversation between you and I. Okay, so how do you think you've performed in the last 12 months then?
I mean, okay, you know, I think I've exceeded the targets that were set for me, and I think looking at this, I think I've made really good progress.
Okay, good. So let's have a look at your figures then, and we can understand where we are. Okay, so if we look at them then, so I can see in your first 6 months you were set a target of 8 and you were achieving that. You're absolutely smashing that, which is really good to see. I can see then that you've been jumping up by 4 and 3 every month. You've been achieving more orders, which is really good. But then I can see in maybe the last few months that you've maybe dropped ever so slightly. Okay, so I can see that you've exceeded them for orders picked and shipped in the last 12 months, but in the last 6 months your figures haven't risen as much as I would have expected them to. Okay, so see if you just look kind of here, you can see that your orders picked and shipped, it was 16, then 18, and then 20, and then it's kind of stuck.
Yeah.
At 20, it's not risen above that.
Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't really noticed that they hadn't improved. I've really been focusing on trying to meet the targets rather than thinking of, you know, improvement.
Okay, so we'll come back to that in a moment. So tell me then about the last 6 months. If I look at your figures here, how have they been for you?
I mean, not great. Obviously, I had, you know, the grievance, which really stressed me out, and I've been off a few times as well, and that's really affected me. And I kind of feel like I don't really fit in with the team.
Okay, so thank you for sharing that with me, because I know that can be really personal. So thank you for that. We're going to come back to your absences and feeling part of the team in just a moment. Talk to me about how that grievance affected you.
I mean, I was really worried that the grievance would really, you know, affect my probation. I was really worried that I might lose my job, and I was really worried about then how I would basically provide for my children and my family.
Yeah, so I can understand why that would be a worry for you, especially with your children and how you would provide for them going forward. Okay, so from my understanding and as far as I'm aware, the grievance was resolved and both you and the team member worked well together now?
Yeah, I mean, that's right now, yeah.
Okay, well that's a good step. Okay, so the grievance has been noted in your file, but nothing else is going to happen with that. We're not going to take any further action.
Right.
Okay, you've passed your probation. Okay, so the grievance won't have an impact on that. Okay, so I hope that's not something that's going to continue to worry you.
Oh, well, it's not worrying me now that you've cleared that up for me, so that's really good for me to hear that. Thank you.
Okay, good. I'm glad, and I hope you know that if there's ever anything like that in future worrying, you can come and speak to me about it. You don't have to wait for your performance appraisal.
Yeah, I probably should have done that, yeah.
Okay. So, how are your boys then? Tell me about them.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing really well. Thanks very much, yeah.
Okay. Did they enjoy their holiday?
Yeah, they had a great time. They were just loving being in the pool the whole time, yeah.
Oh, I'm glad they had a lovely time. There's nothing like being in a swimming pool in the sunshine.
Exactly.
Okay. So, do you think then, for looking at these stats and what we've chatted about there, that you're performing better in the last 2 months since the grievance was settled?
Yeah, I mean, I think since the grievance was settled, I feel, you know, it's been addressed, it's been settled, and I feel a wee bit better, yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so I can see you're making a steady increase in achieving your target. So I can see from here that you've kind of had a steady input from 8 and now we're up at 20, which is really good. So that's your orders picked and shipped per hour, which is really good to see. But if I'm looking at the bigger picture and us as a department and as a team, I really want us to be the best out there for everyone to look at us and say, we want to be that team. Okay, so in order for us to do that, I need all the team members to achieve 23.5 orders shipped and picked per hour.
Oh, right,
Okay, so after a year in the role, I would have expected you to be achieving that.
Right.
Okay, but saying that, we did have a few months looking at this where we didn't increase your targets, where we probably normally would have because of the grievance and the stress that you were under. Do you think setting a target of 23.5 orders picked and shipped per hour is achievable for you?
I mean, I think if other people can do it, then I should be able to do it as well, you know. I mean, I think sometimes when I think about it, I really struggle about, you know, the warehouse layout and finding everything to complete orders, but I don't know, everybody else just finds it so easy. I don't know why.
Okay, so I've been where you are, so I've done this job, okay, and I know that it can be physically demanding and sometimes it can be a bit of a struggle to understand where everything is, especially if it's been moved. Okay, so you've shown me through your stats here that you're more than capable of doing this role. Okay, we just need to work together to understand how we can improve in that and areas that you can improve on. Is there anything that I can do or the department can do to support you?
I mean, I think I found it easier, you know, before the layout had changed in the warehouse. You know, I think that was maybe about a few months ago, I'm not too sure. But since then, I've probably struggled to, you know, to understand where all of the items are to try and complete my orders. So I found it a bit more difficult.
Okay.
And it slowed me down a wee bit.
Okay, again, thank you for sharing that with me. That's really good to understand kind of how you're feeling, because that'll help me. So I've got a few ideas on what we could do to help you.
Right.
Do you have any ideas that could help you understand the layout of the warehouse?
I mean, I was thinking, I don't know what you think about this one, but I was thinking about maybe shadowing Joe one day. I mean, he constantly achieves these targets and he seems to be able to find his way about the warehouse really easily. So I thought I could maybe do that. Okay,
that sounds like a really great idea. And I think I'll speak to Joe for you and we'll arrange that within the next week or so. Okay. So I was also thinking that we schedule in some time where you and I can walk together through the warehouse. You can take your time understanding where everything is. You can make some notes and reminders, some mental notes. Sometimes it's easier when you're not under pressure to get an order out for you to just take some time to familiarise yourself with it. Okay. Would that be okay with you?
Yeah, I think that sounds actually really useful. Yeah, that would be great, I think, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So having said that, we still need to be achieving that 23.5 target. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start to increase your target slowly over the next 2 months. And what we can do is we can plan in some time on a fortnightly basis just to have a quick chat, understand where we are, and if there's anything else that we can do to help you meet those targets.
Yeah, I mean, that might work. I think that would be really good, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you mentioned previously in the chat that you've had some time off. Are you okay to chat about that a little bit further?
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Okay, so from looking at my records, I can see that you've had 8 days absent in the 12-month period that you've been with us. You've had 4 absences, each lasting 2 days at a time, and they've all been at similar times in the month. Is there anything I should know about those absences?
I mean, looking back, you know, as you know, I've got children, and I had some problems. Their childminder was ill, and I couldn't get to work those days, and I didn't have at that time. I didn't have family that could help me out, so I had no one really. So yeah, that was basically I just couldn't come into work.
Okay, thank you for sharing. That's really personal. Again, thank you for that. Okay, is there anything that I can do or the department can do to support you with that?
No, what I ended up doing was I changed my childminder because I knew it just wasn't working at all. And my parents have retired now as well, so if I'm really stuck, they're there to help me more now, so I'm in a much better situation now than I was.
Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, so I've noticed looking through your file that no return to work chats had been carried out when you had come back. Okay, so what I'm going to ask now is that if anyone's absent, that return to work chats are carried out, just so that we can understand any issues, so that we can put the right support mechanisms in place for you. So going forward, if you're ever off again, we'll have a chat when you come back, so that we can just understand what happened.
Yeah, That's fine, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay.
Okay, so from reading your review paperwork,
Mm-hmm.
I can see that you've set yourself your goal of progressing to team leader.
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Okay, well that's good, that's positive steps. So I think you're making really good progress from what I'm seeing here.
Mm-hmm.
However, you mentioned earlier that you don't feel part of the team.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've noticed from corporate and social and organisational events that you don't really attend or get involved in any of the events. And for me, I think these are areas that team leaders need to be strong in to get involved with the teams and to help them work together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's definitely an area I think where you need to develop if you want to take that
Right.
next step to team leader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is there anything stopping you from participating and getting involved in the events?
I mean, I think it's probably because I don't really know anybody in the team, and I kind of feel like they always, like, you know, they always kind of stick together at these events, and I don't really fit in with that.
Okay, so why would you think that you wouldn't fit in with them?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's just, I guess it's just an extension of the daily working where they, you know, they speak to each other, but they don't really kind of talk to me.
Okay, so can you think of any reasons why that might be?
I mean, a few of them did try and speak to me at the last sort of event that we had, you know, but obviously I was feeling under pressure at the time to try to kind of meet my targets and everything, and I just didn't have the time, and I literally just snapped
Okay.
at somebody, and I know that's not great.
Okay, so did you try to speak to them after that?
No, I mean, I know I should have, but I just didn't really know how to, you know, start the conversation, and it was really awkward, and now basically they don't speak to me, so I don't know else what to do.
Okay, so is there anything that you can think of that would change that and help you have that communication and interaction with them?
I mean, I think I could probably go to the, you know, the corporate charity event and maybe try and speak to them outside of work, and just sort of try and make conversations, and maybe sort of like, I guess, try to make conversations with them about how they meet their targets and kind of go from there maybe.
Okay, I think they sound like really positive steps.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you need from me to support that?
No, I don't think so. I think I should be alright with that.
Okay. So just to recap on what we've chatted about there, I'm going to organise with Joe that you shadow him for a little while just to understand how he meets his targets and to understand the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to plan in some time for us to have a walk around the warehouse.
Yeah, that would be great, yeah.
So you can familiarise yourself with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to increase your targets gradually and we'll meet fortnightly to review them
Right.
and understand where we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to introduce return to work conversations following any absences,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to attend corporate events and try and start those conversations with the team to integrate yourself with them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything that you want to ask me, Helen?
So when do you think I'll get my promotion to team leader?
Okay, so I think you're definitely on the right track from everything that we've chatted about today. I think what we really need to do is establish those working relationships. Once you've done that with your colleagues and you're continuously meeting that 23.5 orders picked and shipped target, then I think you should definitely be ready within a year.
Right.
And I think what you should also consider starting to do is maybe shadowing a team leader or looking at what other development opportunities are open
Yeah.
to team leaders to build that skill set
Yeah.
whilst you're trying to achieve those targets.
Yeah, that would be quite good because then I could get to know those other team leaders as well, and that might make it a bit easier for me. So yeah, no, I think that's a good idea. I'll do that as well.
Yeah.
I'll write that down. That's great. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is there anything else that you want to ask me?
No, I don't think there's anything else. Thank you very much.
And you're very welcome. Really nice to chat to you.
Thank you.
Okay, if you ever
You
need
too.
anything then you know where I am.
Brilliant. Okay, thanks very much then. Thank you.
Thank you.